NBA, the stadium entrance has become a red carpet. But when the custom fits and streetwear come off, the fashion does not stop. From time-tested classics to bold, new designs, these are some of our favorite on-court looks in NBA history. Introduced in 2017, the Miami Heat's Vice jersey encapsulates the vibe of Miami pretty impeccably. The shades of blue and pink on the black backdrop specifically look like the South Beach skyline on a summer night. The jersey is fun, it's attractive, the font makes it look like a party, but don't get it twisted. It means business. Not sure that many teams could don a rainbow on their jersey, but still go this hard. This Nuggets look from 82 to 93 featured a rainbow streak under white mountains that created a negative space for the Denver skyline. It was the city, simplified, but made bold in a league whose jerseys typically rely on monochromatic backgrounds. From 95 to 99, the Raptors rocked a uniform that could be considered either the best or the worst to hit the hardwood. If you're into cartoon depictions of mascots, this look was brilliant. The jerseys showcased a red velociraptor with the basketball in front of a purple pinstripe backdrop. It was a lot, but with Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady dunking on people, it kind of made sense. From 92 to 2000, the Suns rocked a uniform that looked like the 90s in the best possible way. The bold letters seemed to highlight the beginning of the internet era. The purple and orange somewhat matched Arizona's state colors of maroon and gold, and the sun blazing across the chest gave a nod to the climate of the city. The franchise has not seen anything near as iconic on the court since. It is very easy for pinstripes to be done completely wrong, but somehow Orlando magically got it right. It could be the combo of stars and stripes, or maybe the nostalgia of the Shaq and Penny era. Whatever it was, though simple, the team's look was certainly memorable. Now, sometimes less is more, and that is most definitely the case with the last jersey on our list. The Bulls know a good thing when they rock it, which is why Chicago still suits up in the same uniforms they did when they stepped on the court in 1985. The block-lettered Bulls across the chest is iconic. The red, white, and black color scheme has not deviated, which makes you think, while other teams have dabbled in outlandish looks throughout the years, maybe the Bulls franchise has decided to stick to the basics as a reminder of its rich history.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their second three-peat.
Michael Jordan famously wore a different pair of shoes for every game, and his signature line revolutionized sneaker culture. But he's not the only baller with a classic look. Here are some of our favorite kicks in NBA history. In 1969, Adidas introduced the first low-top basketball shoe to feature an all-leather upper and rubber shell toe. Within the first few years of the shoe's debut, the Adidas Superstar was worn by over 75% of all NBA players, including legends like Jerry West and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In recent years, players opt for a high-top sneaker for more ankle support, but the Superstars are still a staple in streetwear to this day. Scottie Pippen described the Nike Air Up-Tempos as the graffiti basketball shoe. In 1996, the Bulls forward rocked the statement shoe during the team's 4th NBA title run. The shoe still makes the same statement today. The sneaker dons the iconic Air branding on the upper of the shoe with an air bubble from the heel to the toe, becoming the first Nike basketball shoe with a full-length Air unit. Whether or not the shoe helped players jump higher, I'm not entirely sure, but it is without question that the Up-Tempos are still very fly. Allen Iverson's first signature shoe, the Reebok Questions, were released in 1996 in both mid and low top. These shoes are somewhat slept on today, but quite frankly, you can rock a pair of these off the court or on right now, no problem. The shoe features a leather upper with a mesh touch and suede overlays for good measure. If you're a fan of AI, you've got to be a fan of these shoes, no question. Long before Nelly wanted 2 pair of Air Force Ones, Moses Malone was rocking the iconic shoe during its debut in 1982. While donning the legendary shoe, before the start of the NBA playoffs in 1983, Malone was famously quoted saying that the 76ers would take the NBA World Championship in faux playoff fashion. It ended up being 4-5-4, but the 76ers were still crowned world champions. For that reason, the iconic footwear was remade in his honor in 2018. Air Force Ones have since made their way off of the basketball court and continue to be a staple in streetwear. Jordan is arguably the GOAT. However, there is no argument regarding whether or not Jordan's shoes are the best in the game. They just can't be matched. The Jordan 11s were created by Tinker Hatfield in 1995 and 96 when MJ said he wanted patent leather on a sneaker so that it could be worn for both basketball and formal occasions. This is one of the most beloved Jordan silhouettes, and specific colorways like the Concords are almost impossible to get your hands on today. Before we get into this next shoe, we've got to get into the history a little bit. When Michael Jordan was going from college hoops at UNC to the NBA, he wanted to wear Converse's Chuck Taylors. However, Nike pitched an entire brand around the up-and-coming superstar and promised to make a sneaker sole that would allow him to feel the court under his feet. Enter the most iconic silhouette in sneaker culture today, the Air Jordan 1. Debuting in 1985 in black and red and a bajillion colorways since then, these shoes represented the start of sneaker culture. At the core, they are absolutely iconic. As the game changes, players continue to find ways to marry their unique footwear to their game on the court. There's no telling where the ventures into sneakers will go, but it's certainly exciting to be along for the ride.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.